To create an Apple Pay QR code, you need to start by setting up an Apple Pay account and obtaining a merchant ID. This unique identifier is required to generate a QR code that can be used for transactions. First, go to the Apple developer website and sign in with your Apple ID. If you do not have an Apple ID, create one and then proceed to enroll in the Apple Developer Program. Once you have access to the Apple Developer Dashboard, navigate to the Certificates, IDs, and Profiles section. Click on Identifiers and then select Merchant IDs. Here, you will find a list of your existing merchant IDs or the option to create a new one. If you are creating a new merchant ID, fill in the required information, including your business name and website. After setting up your merchant ID, you need to configure your payment gateway. This involves integrating your merchant ID with a payment processor, such as Stripe or Square. Each payment processor has its own set of instructions for integrating with Apple Pay. So follow the specific guidelines provided by your chosen processor. With your merchant ID and payment gateway set up, you can now generate an Apple Pay QR code. This typically involves using a QR code generator tool provided by your payment processor or a third-party service. When generating the QR code, ensure that you select the correct merchant ID and configure the QR code to use the Apple Pay payment method. Best practices for creating an Apple Pay QR code include using a secure connection, testing the QR code to ensure it works correctly, and displaying the QR code prominently at your point of sale. By following these steps and best practices, you can create an Apple Pay QR code that provides a convenient and secure payment option for your customers. It is essential to note that Apple Pay QR codes are subject to Apple's guidelines and requirements. So ensure that you comply with these regulations to avoid any issues with your QR code. In conclusion, creating an Apple Pay QR code requires setting up an Apple Pay account, obtaining a merchant ID, configuring your payment gateway, generating the QR code, and following best practices to ensure a seamless payment experience for your customers.